What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. It's me, Noah, here, of course, and today I'll be showing you guys my entire LEGO Star Wars clone army as it stands here in this video on these 4 48 by 48 gray base plates. And already by what you can tell here at the beginning of the video, it is a massive layout, massive collection of minifigures, and something that is also proving to be difficult to capture here on camera, as the last video that I captured my 501st on one gray base plate I was able to do with quite ease, but in this video it's kind of difficult as the stand that I'm using usually to film on is almost entirely covered with the base plates that are now holding the massive collection of clone troopers that I've got here in this army. Now, to get started with this video, I do want to, of course, let you guys know the total amount of clone troopers in this army is 693 clone troopers, only 307 shy of 1,000, only a third, almost a third shy of 1,000, and it's quite amazing to see all this put together. It was quite a lot of work too to put all these figures up, and I'm pretty proud to have such an amazing army and also to be able to share this with you guys here in this video. But without further ado, let's get started with the numbers and the different clones that I've got going on here in this army. Now, to start off on this right side, I'm going to start off with more of these smaller amounts right here, kind of coming down here to the very back row where we've got the Wolfpack Battalion right here as they stand, and I've got a total of 21. These came out in a set, I think it was the Wolfpack Cannon set, came out in 2014 along with Plo Koon, and I think it was another Separatist Droideka or something that came with that set. And I love these minifigures, they're really cool. Love the prints on the helmets, and pretty cool to have 21 of them here in the army. Moving on over here, we've got a total of 26 of the shock troopers that LEGO came out with in the Coruscant Police gunship. These were some really nice minifigures as well to get. Also pretty hard to get, as they are pretty pricey, of course, as well as all the other Phase 2 variants and different styles are, of course, on Bricklink. And pretty happy to have 26 of them. They might become useful in the future if I'm making a Star Wars the Clone Wars Coruscant mock. Moving down here, we've got a total of 23 of the LEGO Star Wars Airborne Troopers. These are also pretty nice minifigures and pretty cool to have with the capes. I do like the Battalion Troopers, of course, a lot more, but I do like having a small amount, or a small good 20 of these. That's why I have 23 of them right here in my army, so pretty nice as well. Moving down here, we've got a nice 20 of these Kashyyyk Phase 2 clone troopers. These are also pretty nice. They also come with these really cool dark tan arms that can also be used to, or be implemented into a camouflage or jungle type mock, which I think are pretty cool. I haven't really used these. I've used these in the past many years ago, but I haven't really implemented them into many mocks recently, as they aren't really canon, and when it comes to a mock you need to implement them into a more jungle terrain. Moving on down here, we've got a couple of Recon Troopers here with the dark red arm and white arm, and I've got 6 of those right here in the front, standing right behind 4 of these tank pilots, which came out recently. I think it was last year in the Republic fighter tank. Pretty cool set, but I like the minifigure, of course, and I've got 4 of them right here that can be used in the future if I'm implementing them into another vehicle or tank. Moving on down to the left, I've got, of course, the 501st, which you guys have already seen in a previous video, so I won't really go too much into depth on them. But we've got a total of 147 of them that are lined up right here, right behind the Lego version of Captain Rex, which you can see right there. Moving on to the left right here, we've also got the regular Phase 2 clone troopers, a total of 63 of them that kind of span right next to these Kashyyyk scout troopers and 212 troopers that go all the way back. Moving on right here, we've got some of these Kashyyyk scout troopers. I've got more of these than the Phase 2 version, just seeing as the scouts were actual canon clone troopers, and I've got a total of 41 that are standing here in rows of 2, except for the one that's popping out right here. Now coming to the massive part of the army, section that takes up basically a third of the army, is the massive amount of 212th clone troopers that I've got right here. There's a total of 260 of them that are standing here in rows of 10, and really awesome minifigures. Probably my second favorite next to the 501st, and they're such cool minifigures. I'm glad I bulked up on these before they were retired basically from the Utapau Battle Pack, and they're just so nice to have and really cool to have, possibly for a future Utapau mock that I might or might not build in the future. Now moving on to the front right here, we've got basically the other massive amounts of captains and 1 troopers. Basically the troopers I only have 1 or 2 of, and these kind of just take up this forward row right here, this front row that spans from left to right. So I'm going to kind of start off on the right side and then move towards the left again. Right here we've got a bunch of pilots, commanders, and 1 of the episode 2 clone troopers, as well as 3 of these Umbara 212th troopers that I've kind of switched out with white arms instead of the neon bright, or the bright orange I should say, arms that I find a little bit better and look a little bit better as well. So moving on right here, we've got, of course, like I said, the pilots. The pilots that have been modified right here with Clone Army custom helmets that kind of give it an accurate look to the Clone Wars cartoon. They also go side by side with these 501st pilots right here as well. And then we've got right here these Senate Commando clone troopers that I haven't found a use for as well. They're just kind of in the army that, in case I need to implement them into a mock of some sort, I have a couple of them, as well as a captain as well right here in the front. Moving on to the left right here, we've got Captain Rex, Commander Cody, Commander Fox, and Commander Wolf, as well as Commander Gree, standing right here in front of a couple of Clone Wars Phase 1 clone troopers. They just kind of take up a little section as well in case I need any of them. And then right here we've got a couple of ARF troopers and miscellaneous minifigures that I don't have massive amounts of, and just have right here to kind of keep put them somewhere in the army as well. Right here we've got Commander Gree in his Phase 2 armor, and he's standing in front of 2 of the very first Phase 1 clone troopers from episode 2, and they are then standing in front or next to all of the Clone Army custom minifigures that I've got here in my army. Now you guys have probably seen the 501st from the video. If you guys haven't, then of course check that video out. So for this video I'll be concentrating just on these right here that I haven't really gone over. And to start off with, we've got a couple from Minifigs for You, or the company that David Hall Solid Brick Studios owns. I've got 3 of his minifigures, 1 of his Kashyyyk Scout drivers or ATRT drivers with the printing all around, which is a really nice printing, by the way. If you guys haven't seen this figure or haven't checked it out, you guys should probably check that out. There'll be a link in the description to see where you can buy one of these as well, which are, again, really high quality and high printed minifigures from Minifigs for You. But yeah, moving on, right here we've got an Airborne Trooper as well as one of the episode or plain episode 3 Phase 2 clone troopers that are standing right here from Minifigs for You. Behind that we've got one of Clone Army Customs Commander Doom minifigures, and then right next to that we've got other commanders, Commander Thorn right there, Commander Cody, Commander Bly, and Commander Picera, who leads the Galactic Marines, which are also seen in Episode 3. Right next to that, we've got a couple of Phase 3 clone troopers, or half clone, half stormtrooper variants, if you want to call them that way. They're also produced by Clone Army Customs, as well as 2 442nd clone troopers and other clones that are from the Battlefront 2 gameplay right here next to them, such as the Gunner, the Jetpack Trooper, and the Specialist. In front of him you can see one of the Camino Guards who's standing right there, as well as a couple of these Assassin clone troopers. I think I'm calling them that, or they're called the Recon clone troopers, which are also basically around the same variant, or the same, they do have the same looks, so it's kind of hard to tell them apart at times. So yeah, and behind that we've got right here 2 of these Wolfpack jet troopers that have the really cool red visor in their helmet. And that basically does it right there. But yeah, that basically does it, guys. That is my entire clone army as it stands right here as of 2019. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, then don't forget to, of course, leave a like. Tell me what your favorite clone trooper is down below in the comments. And I hope to see you guys in the future with more LEGO Star Wars videos.